How much you pushing, man? I smell like corn.
Yeah, right now I'm on low boost, probably like around 440.
Hey man, I know for a daily though. You daily it or no?
I used to.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah. That shit's clean, man. Be safe. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Maha. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Drop a comment down below if you got any comment, questions, and concerns, and hit that bell notification so you get notified every time I post a video, man. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Maha. We do a lot of 3.7, Q50, VQ, and you know, Infiniti, Nissan, and we actually do have a 1966 classic Mustang on the channel as well, but we got some work going on at the body shop with our car, so content is going to be on hold for that car for a little while until we get it back. But yeah man, so as you can tell by the title today, we're going to do a driver on POV here, trying to switch up the angle here so y'all can see me a little more. I had a couple people ask me, you know, yeah, they want to see the car but they want to see me as well, so they want to see what I look like, all that kind of stuff too. So I'm giving y'all what y'all asking for. So yeah man, today is going to be a follow-up video of my previous video. If you haven't seen that one, I'm going to drop that link in the description below. Check that one out before you look at this one. It's going to be a follow-up to 5 reasons why you should get tuned. So this one's going to be 5 reasons why you should not get tuned. Now, all in all, I'm going to suggest you get tuned. At the end of the day, as long as you're responsible with it and you're mature with it, go ahead. I always recommend it. It's going to be beneficial. It's actually beneficial for your car, beneficial for your longevity, you know, everything, performance parts, all that stuff. So also really quick, I'm going to start doing shout outs on all my videos. I had one of you guys reach out to me through Instagram and kindly ask for a shout out on my next video, so I'm going to drop your Instagram at the end of this video. Starting from this video, whoever comments first is going to get the shout out in the next video, and so on and so forth. So make sure you got those post notifications on. Every time I drop a video, be the first one to comment, and drop your Instagram in there so I can shout you out as well. And we gotta keep it going, man. I gotta get back to you guys some way, somehow. So if I can help you guys grow as well, I'll definitely be willing to help. So but alright man, so hopping into the first reason why you specifically should not get tuned. Now these are no particular order, but after these 5 reasons, you're gonna have to look at yourself in the mirror, you know, really reevaluate yourself, reiterate all the points I'm bringing up in this video, and look at yourself and say, all right, am I ready to get tuned? Am I trying to just rush it? You know, it's a process. Everything's a process, especially when you're tuning your car, buying parts. What parts work, what parts don't, what parts do not work or don't work as well as others. What tuners are good, what tuners are not good, what tuners to stay away from. Again, it's all about research, man. Everything is research. That's why you're actually watching this video on YouTube here right now. So this is part of your research. So I'm trying to help you, you know, give value to y'all in some type of way. So hop into reason number 1. You don't have all your performance mods that you want, or you don't have any performance mods at all. You know, I mean, the whole point of tuning your car in general, VQ, BMW, Lamborghini, Honda Civic, whatever, is because you're putting mods on the car and you're changing up the OEM, you know, specifications to one from when you first brought the car. Now, when you do throw these mods on your car, exhaust, test pipes, even you know, lower down pipes if you got turbo, you know, it depends on specifically your car, but majority of people that watch these videos are VQ, VR30, Q50, Infiniti owners. So when you do change up the airflow, the exhaust, wider exhaust, bigger, you know, you're increasing the airflow of the car to get more air and push more power. Your car is still going to be running on the stock tune that comes from factory. The car actually might start running weird. Sometimes the car might actually start not running as efficient, so that's why you get tuned. You change up something, you gotta get tuned, so you're counterbalancing the modifications you're doing to the car and actually getting the full value of the money that pay for your car. But if you don't have any modifications at all, I suggest you do not tune yet. Don't even think about tuning. Think about the performance mods you want to get first. Get those first, and then do your research on tunes. Yeah, the speed is awesome, bro. Y'all Honda owners, bro. Y'all be just going crazy for no reason. So much traffic's over here. And then a stock Lancer going behind. But yeah, man, so just don't if y'all got any miles in it on your car, at least bare minimum do either test pipes or high flow cats or lower down pipes if you're a turbo, and full exhaust. Now, staying in the same realm of performance, say you do have some performance mods and you want to get tuned just like that, but you do planning on getting more modifications later on. Say you just got test pipes but you have a muffler delete, you can do that, get tuned, may gain a little horsepower, but the full-on beneficial way of going about it, and cost-efficient way of going about it, I should say, is to actually spend the money in the mods first, then look to get tuned. Now, there's some specific modifications that you actually have to get tuned before you do all that, or you should wait till tuning day, and that specifically referring to as the injectors. If you do bigger GTR injectors without a tune, you're either gonna have to start running E85 mix, like an E30 mix, before you get tuned. But that's still a little too technical, especially if you're new to the tuning world, new to modifications, new to horsepower, all type of stuff. I suggest again to do your research and make sure, even reach out to your tuner, be like, hey, is it safe I should do it, or should I wait for you to install it for me on tuning day? Should I just get it installed on tuning day and then come and get tuned on E85? Again, reach out to your tuner, make sure he tells you and guides you to the correct way. Reason number 2 why you shouldn't get tuned yet: you just want to be in flame map all the time. Now, don't get me wrong. That's one of the main reasons why I did get tuned, because I wanted to shoot flames. I came from a Honda Accord. Those cars really weren't, even worth tuning in my opinion, because they had a CVT transmission with a 4-cylinder, so I was just, I had a little axle back exhaust, but nothing crazy on it. But before I got that car, I was already doing my research on this car. That's why I wanted this car so badly. These cars shoot huge flames when you get it tuned correctly, correct modifications, everything. These cars sound mean, and the flames are huge. I saw it in my last couple videos, so I'm gonna do more content on that when I do a maintenance. Next time I do maintenance, I'll do a little more flames and burbles and pops and all POV type videos. But yeah, man, so if you just want to shoot flames all the damn time, I suggest you don't do it. If you know yourself, if you're too young and you go to car meetings and see a guy shooting flames, and you know to yourself that you're not gonna be mature with it, you're just gonna be pulling up to every car meet, shooting flames, getting the car shut down because you're that one dude that's always shooting flames. Don't be that dude. There's a time and place for everything, and especially if it's test pipes and exhaust. It's loud. It's gonna be loud. But if you're just cruising in a nice little back road or whatever, you want to have some fun, go ahead and do it. Yourself, you can be immature with it, because again, too much of that is not gonna be good for your car in the long run. Maybe not happen right away, but over time you'll start seeing differences in the way your car is acting on a daily. So don't abuse it. If you're gonna do a flame map, don't abuse it. But if you know yourself and you're gonna be abusing it, you can even just tell the tuner, yo, don't pull the flame map, because I know I'm gonna be stupid with it, and I want to get used to actually having a tune car first before I actually go into flames and mess around with flames and all that. So yeah, that's reason number 2, man. If you want to do flames all the time, don't do it. Hopping into number 3. So even before you get tuned, before you you start certain modification, all kind of stuff, you're very, I want to say, you don't like keeping up on maintenance as you should. You wait till 10,000 miles, over 10,000 miles to do an oil change, especially these cars, 2.7s. I don't know why from factory they, dealer suggests 10,000 miles to do. and I would suggest it on any car, at least 5, 6, 7, maybe 1,000 miles. But if you're tuned, you're gonna be doing it a lot more, especially if you're going through, you know, you're gonna be using the Burble, flame map all a little more frequently. Then yeah, you're gonna keep up on the maintenance a lot more. You're gonna be for more frequent oil changes, more frequent spark plug changes, sometimes even your coil packs. I'm gonna be doing all those pretty soon too as well. So you know, you gotta know, like, all right, I'm enough where, like, all right, I know I can keep up my car. Then yeah, go ahead and get it tuned. But if you're not keeping up your car not tuned, don't even do it. I wouldn't suggest you do it. You gotta take care of the car, and the car will take care of you, especially if you're tuned, man. Because when you tune, it's a whole different ball game. You're running, you know, you're running modifications on the car that didn't come from factory. You're running higher horsepower that didn't come from factory. So you gotta you know, take care of the car, man. But again, if you're like that, like, look at yourself in the mirror. If you're that guy that or girl that runs the light gas all the way down to the light, don't do it. You wait too long for oil changes, don't do it. You wait till your brakes start squeaking, or you don't check on your brakes pretty often, don't do it. You know, basic maintenance, if you can't keep it up, not tuned, then don't do it. And hop into reason number 4 why you shouldn't get tuned. Depends on your state, where you live at. Specifically, the thing is though, I know a lot of YouTubers, a lot of people in Florida and this particular state, California, have heavily modified cars. Now, I don't know how they pass their inspections, their emissions and all that, because, you know, they have, you know, illegal exhaust setups, illegal, you know, honestly, if you do anything in your car in California, it's gonna be illegal. Tints. Some people will be driving with no front plate, that's illegal. I was in Jersey before I moved to Florida, so I know about that. I know about emissions. You know, tints, they're very aggressive with tints. They're very aggressive with exhaust modifications. But check your state laws. I live in Florida, so we don't have emissions, so that's another reason why I was like, all right, I'm gonna get it tuned. If I was still living in New York and Jersey, I wasn't even gonna risk it. Maybe a full exhaust, but I wasn't gonna touch my cats. And then just, you know, enjoy the car like that. But yeah, man, for the probably reason why I suggest you not get tuned. You want to cheap out on the tuner, or the tune in general. So say your boy said that, oh, yo, I could, you ain't gonna pay that $1,000. I could do it on the low for you. He'll take a car on the back road and tune your car. Never do that. Never do that. All right. Please make sure you go to a reputable shop, reputable tuner. Again, going back to my last previous points, do your research. Make sure you go to a guy who has a good background in tuning VQs. If you got VR30, if you got a GTR, if you got whatever car you got, Honda, you know, Benz, BMW, make sure you go to the people who know what they're doing. They're gonna charge the money, but that's, again, that at the end of the day is gonna save you those other bills that's gonna come if you go with a cheap setup, a cheap tune. You know, if you cheap out on the tune, yeah, it's gonna cost a lot more initially going to someone who knows what they're doing versus going to a cheaper tuner, a cheaper tune in general. It might be cheap in the initial, you know, the initial tune, initial process, but then everything else is gonna start feeling, man. Your whole car might start feeling after that, and that's the last thing you want, man. That's the last thing you want. So don't cheap out. Get it done properly. Me personally, a lot of people ask me, I got tuned by Martin at Soundlcloud. He's in Tampa, Florida. But I was at STP Motorsports. He rented out that shop and was able to tune me right before, was it Tuner Evo car show I went to. Yeah, big shout out to him. If you got any questions, go hit him up. I'll put his Instagram down below. Soundlcloud. Very knowledgeable dude. He has personally, you know, he has the numbers to back himself up. He, you know, him, admin, a bunch of other guys at Racebox. I think Racebox tunes VQs as well, but they're more geared toward the VR platform. But again, man, you know, just do your research, make sure they're the best of the best, and even you know, on their page, you go through people that they got tuned by. Follow the people that are tuned by that tune you're looking at, and even DM them. Hey, how's your car been running? How you like the tune so far? How much did you gain? What modifications you did? You know, it's all about networking, man. Everything's about networking and seeing, you know, building that relationship with your tuner, building a relationship with people who got tuned by them, so you know what you're getting yourself into. And even if you got the same miles that you want to do, so you know, you got to be safe with it. But yeah, man, so those are just my top 5 reasons why you specifically should not get tuned. Again, look at yourself, be honest with yourself. Am I ready? Do I have the mods? Do I have the money? Is it okay? Would it be okay in my state? And you know, am I gonna keep up with the maintenance? You gotta be real with yourself, and you gotta, you know, be responsible with it at the end of the day. But yeah, man, thank y'all for watching. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm gonna give a shout out to my dog here. Please forgive me if I butchered his name, but shout out to my dog. I'll put it in the description, I'll put it up on the screen here as well, so y'all can follow him. Part of the Mahamoto's fam. Shout out to you, dog. Mirzaev Timur. Shout out to you, dog. Clean Q, man. He has a Q50 like mine. Same color, same style wheels. I was kind of pretty dope when he asked me for that shout out, man. So again, thank y'all for, you know, really supporting the channel. Without y'all, I won't be here, man. I want to be pushing. So again, if you got any more comments, questions, and concerns, drop a comment below. I'm always looking for ideas for videos for y'all. And yeah, man, again, thank y'all for watching. My name is Maha. This is my Infinity 3.7 Q50, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.